Welcome back to the Global Business Report here on Arise News. Let's take a listen to an excerpt from the Governor of the Central Bank, Olayemi Cardoso, speaking about the FX dynamics, demand and supply issues in Nigeria.
Given this data, it is crucial to highlight that between 2010 and 2020, foreign education expenses amounted to a substantial $28.65 billion, as per the CBN's publicly available balance of payments statistics. Similarly, medical treatment abroad has incurred around $11 billion in costs during the same period. Consequently, over the past decade, foreign exchange demand for education and healthcare has totaled nearly $40 billion. Notably, this amount surpasses the total current foreign exchange reserves of the CBN. On the supply side of the exchange rate, to bolster the inflow of US dollars into a country, the economy must earn these dollars through exports, whether oil or non-oil, or by attracting foreign investments. A robust economic foundation is essential to produce goods and services that the global market is willing to pay for in US dollars. When the supply surpasses demand, the exchange rate appreciates, causing the price of the dollar to fall. Unfortunately, in Nigeria, the contrary has taken place.
Arise Business Analyst Chika Mbonu joins us to discuss. Good morning, Chika. Thank you so much for live television. It's so interesting. All right, so yes, we look. There's This Day newspaper just focused on what he said. The amount that's been spent, almost 40 billion. But other papers like The Sun that said, okay, he was blaming foreign students or students going overseas and medical students. What's your take, on all this? As it has unfolded.
I mean, even starting from the home front, a lot of people attacked me. What's this guy saying? I thought he's your friend. You need to see So when I said, oh, you're trying to break down, they say, why didn't you break down the other ones? Yeah. Why did he focus on this one? Education primarily. I really. I'm sure maybe he was communicating, or maybe he didn't hear the message home, or why he was pushing out that information. Yeah. But I mean, what I want to put out there to people now is that people tend to see education or this foreign education as the sign of being rich. Right. It's not the rich really. It's not a sign of opulence that you send your children to the best schools. Yes. Or to go and get an education. I tried to tell you to do something, which was
ASUU. Yes, let's look at those ASUU strikes from 1999 to 2022.
Yeah.
Let's put that up. Yep, certainly we've got that.
I told you to do that.
We've got that ready for you. Yeah. There we go. So this is 99 to 2008.
Look at 99. ASUU was on trial for 5 months. Yes. Okay. 2001, 3 months. 2002 weeks. 2003, 6 months. 2005, 2 weeks. 3 days. 3 months in 2007. Let's roll forward.
Yep, now from 2009 to 2022.
4 months in 2009. 5 months in 2010. 59 days in 2011.
Almost 2 months. Yeah.
5 months again in 2013. 1 month, look at that. Yeah. 9 months in 2020 and 8 months in 2022.
Right. And you've talked about this a lot.
This is the situation that we face. Yeah. So as a parent, middle-income parent, yes, every day, you see your son, your daughter, parading the streets. Some of them get into wrong hands. A lot of young girls, got into wrong things during these 8 months. A lot of young boys, even some people lost their lives because they were doing nothing at home. So what we could have done was what? Let's just sit down for 8 months. This country will not have university graduates.
Right, I get you.
Would have been just blind to education. And so I'm not even talking about United Kingdom. I'm not talking about Canada and others. I'm talking about Togo.
Ghana.
I went to Sudan for a business meeting. As I was coming back, the flight was filled with students. By the time I didn't know the number of Nigerian students. Ghana, the wrong time for you to book a flight coming from Ghana to Lagos is when it coincides with the closure of schools, universities there.
Wow.
Togo, Benin Republic just had their own scandal and whatever. And so a lot of middle-income families are selling things and whatever when you're seeing your children at home. So, when the CBN governor, sometimes they say, don't bring up this, so they don't bring up that.
Yes.
It's symptomatic of the whole failure of the federal government. So throwing out this figure out there, and now I'm not talking about civil servants.
Right.
Or politicians who don't hustle like other people hustle.
Right.
And then they just get their edition and just, flash out. This is the really hardworking Nigerians who are selling all, who are scrambling for FX to make sure that. Do you know how many children also have been kicked out of the schools abroad? Because the parents cannot continue to pay that.
Yeah.
So I think the solely should be balanced. That it's not a sign of opulence that people are sending their kids abroad. 9 months at home. 8 months at home.
There's an impact.
Listen, Rotus. Ordinarily, the way it works, by 11, you enter the secondary school.
Yeah.
At 5, 16 years, you will come out from secondary school. At 2 years, A levels. At 4 years, 21, you're university graduate.
Yeah.
But Nigeria, what do you see here? Can you predict when somebody graduates from here?
Exactly.
And then I'm a recruiter. And when these people come out, when they go back to these schools, the lecturers just do anything they want to do.
Skills, you've talked about skills.
They do anything they want to do just to cover the syllabus and then push out graduates for us. And want to recruit people, you have to interview 100 people before you can get one qualified person.
Wow.
So the education system here is so weak. And this is the problem. So it goes to the root of the people who the CBN governor was addressing. Everything starts from there.
Yeah.
And so let's flip it to health.
Yes.
Some guy, goggle wearing guy said some time ago that Nigeria hospital become mere consulting clinics. Has this changed?
That's a strong question.
You need to be sick.
Right.
If you see a man that is sick, he can sell everything that he has to get the best care, no matter where it is. I lost somebody close to me, one of my workers, on a Friday was sick. By Monday, he was dead. At 6 a.m. on Monday, he was dead.
Wow.
Do you know that I had to take him to the hospital, general hospital? They said that the wife took him to general, they said they don't have bed. I had to pay 350,000 naira for a bed. I don't want to say in the air.
I got you.
To put him in the corridor. Doctor, before they could come, that's how he went. Doctors in Nigeria are literally on what? On strike. So many health projects are abandoned throughout the whole country. So where do we start and where do we end?
Right.
What kind of country are we running? So if you see a man that is sick, come on, look at it. I'm not talking about civil servants or politicians or whatever.
Yeah.
That people, if you go to the Indian journey and whatever, it's not because of they have money. It's because of his life and dead.
Yes.
This life, you have it only once.
Yeah.
I thought, as we do this program, that the CBN governor who had that platform, so he had to push it. He should have pushed it out there. I know he mentioned some of it.
Yeah.
But look at it. I keep saying on this program, non-oil exports. He mentioned it.
Yes.
But he push it to the end. These are low-hanging fruits. I'm waiting the authorities or the ministers and coordinating minister of the national economy and the minister of investment. The exporters in this country pass through the eye of a needle before they can export products. It is within the powers of these people to resolve this issue immediately.
Yeah.
The former CBN governor tried to do an export terminal. I mentioned this again.
Yes.
Can they go back on this? Make export easier for us? Does the CBN governor know and those people know that matter know that Nigerian exporters sometimes truck their products to neighboring countries before they export from there?
Yeah, like Lome
and whatever.
Right.
Because of the problems at the port here.
Yeah.
Low-hanging fruits.
Yeah.
Oil
production.
Oil production.
Yeah.
Oil production.
Yeah.
Let me read to you then something. Just summarize it. I won't dwell much on that.
Of course.
The chief of naval staff had a stakeholder meeting, and he said, "Of course, you know what's happening in the country. The issue of oil production, its implications on our economy. Our economy is an oil-dependent economy. If you can produce enough oil, then we'll have enough resources to show up all the gaps we have in the economy.
Yeah.
But once we cannot produce enough oil, the problem of unemployment, the valuation of naira, and all these things you see today will arise. All these problems you are seeing today, they are all linked to oil production in one way or the other." This is, I don't need to summarize.
But you said it.
I don't want to summarize it more.
Of course.
This is that. Okay?
Yeah.
29 trillion national budget. Why can't they come out and say the first right of refusal for this budget is made in Nigerian goods? that we will not buy 170 million naira, spend 100 million to buy motor vehicles for senators again. And this House of Reps people that they're listening.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about FX. Right. The FX they use to import in these cars,
right?
And I'm worried about education and health. You know? So where are we on that? Made in Nigerian goods. Let's focus on that. Now I talk about FAC allocation.
Right.
Between 2023 and 2022 and 2023, there's an 800 billion naira increase. 800 billion naira increase in the money that was given to the states.
Yeah.
But where are we, Rotus?
Salaries owed.
Salaries owed. Pensions owed.
Yeah.
Bad roads.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Right.
In the half year of last year, 2023, they shared about 3.3 trillion.
From the devaluation.
Devaluation.
Yeah.
So where is the money?
Yeah.
Rotus, where is the money? The ones for the states are not enough for them. The governors have cornered the ones on the local government. But nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Infant mortality, look at health. Infant mortality, we're still number one in infant mortality. Maternal mortality, we're still number one. So what are we talking about? Solid minerals. You know, we don't just blow grammar here. The president put one of his best friends as Alake as a minister of that. What is the plan? What are the deliverables? What next? Okay? Power. What's the plan? What's the deliverable?
What's next?
What's next? When I'm going to have 80% availability and some 90% availability, when SMEs still under their control, multiple taxation, SMEs connect, what's their plan? So it's not the issue of education and education multiple There's issues. So many things within the time. It's not the time to blame political enemies. These things are within the forte of the government.
Well said, well said, well said. Well outlined as always. Arise Business Analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, thank you so much for shining the spotlight on these matters. We appreciate your time.